What's going on? It's Justeeni here. Yesterday, I showed you the most degenerate way to play Polytopia, and this might look pretty similar. Tiny continents using the meta tribe, which is, I'm pretty sure, IMO. That's why I'm using IMO. Kind of showed off. But unlike tiny drylands, tiny continents is actually really underrated. It's way harder to find matches here for some reason than tiny dry, which it's disgustingly bad map, and for some reason everyone plays it, which I don't get. Please play this map instead. It's actually good if you want a quick game. So yeah, let's just show it off. So I'm doing turn 0 meditation here. I think it's the way to go for tiny conti. Like, it's not the only opening you can do, but I think for this map it's the best way to go, at least in most cases. There might be occasional exceptions, but I don't see this being one. And I'm against barter. Both these games are against the same person. Playing barter both times. Bro thinks he's Slimming Boy. But they were actually pretty cool games. So you're gonna see Tiny Conti plays in a pretty interesting way. Because normally on Conti it's you either go markets or you go naval. But interestingly enough, both of those strategies aren't as good. Markets are fine, but they're less necessary on a tiny map. So what do you do instead? You make catapults. Yeah, this is what you do. You make catapults and you target the other continent that way. And then you can go naval and stuff. I mean, going immediate naval is probably still fine, but how often can you rush catapults on a continent map? I get another giant back here. Not really going for a park because I want the giants for the water, and the park just doesn't help that much. And yeah, I'm just gonna make giants, put them in the water, but only after I get my giants, you know. You don't want to go in the water too early unless you're going for Eye of God, which is also perfectly viable. But I feel you deprive yourself of eco and that's punishable. They're pew-pewing away at my stuff, but I'm pew-pewing away at their stuff. Look at the value these catapults are getting. And the opponent can kind of do the same thing if they wanted, which they're barter, they can easily get catapults. I think they're actually maybe the next best tribe on a tiny conti, better than Imperius, I'd say. But you can see IMO stuff, Mindbender on defense to stop their giant strategy, Bill making everything cheap. Yeah, they had Eye of God actually. They managed to do it, but now they're actually losing. They're resigning pretty early, but yeah, this giant's gonna have to back off. It's gonna get hit by catapults. This is pretty brutal here. Wait, the one was actually up a city. Yeah, IMO's pretty good on this map. They even eventually got catapults. They tried, you know. But yeah, this isn't the only game. You know, these games go really fast. But I've got another one, so let's go ahead and cut to that match. Alright, so we got another game. Kind of similar situation, but this one's actually going to evolve to be a little more interesting. A little wacky, a little wilder, which is what we like to see on the Justeeni Lingueeni channel, I think. So first off, I get slower development because I missed my first village, which was a little sad, but we're still fine. That's why I think turn 0 meditation is just good here. It doesn't even matter if you get the slow development, it's still good enough. You're getting a giant quickly on your capital, and yeah, you're not worried about getting into the water early and stuff. I go climbing here, not only mountain run, but also I meet the opponent, which is pretty cool. Get some nice upgrades. I go for riding. This is probably a little premature. It's kind of showing, oh yeah, I can just get a bridge and knock you off the village. So now they're not incentivized to go in the village. I get a nice star ruin though. Now I can go fishing, get a giant. It would have been on turn 9 otherwise. So now I can get on the water. But yeah, the opponent does have either scouts or archers, or both. Yeah, they've got scouts. Now I go for roads, kick them off this. I do this double bridge play, trying to block here, which doesn't really make sense, because what if they just have archers? They have scouts and rammers in this case, but yeah. I'm able to knock them off again with the rider. And they're pressuring, but because the city's landlocked, they can't pressure by naval very easily unless they use a juggernaut. But yeah, we're kind of fighting for this central city, and it's such an interesting fight. You never see something like this with the bridges. I made the bridge for them, which was probably a mistake. But like both bridge and naval just all on this city in the middle of the map. Like you never see this. This is so weird because there's just not very much space. So you can have this island city be really close to the action. Yeah, this giant's like nearly dead though. Like already. I go for a nice border growth because I know that the city's going to get taken, so let's make it as bad as possible. Take control of my own bridge. The opponent border growth to take control of my other bridge that I placed for them. But yeah, I get the super unit there. And then yeah, I'm going hitting with the catapults. Now I accidentally get the giant here. Why is this an accident? I should have gotten an explorer. I am 1 star off. I, for some reason, I just kind of forgot I can't afford it anymore. If I could place a road and fish, then I could get the explorer, which would have been really good. Unfortunately, I do an oopsie, I forget. The opponent most likely has I have got here. So kind of like before, like even though I'm IMO, they actually have compensation. I go for trade though. I said Trade Rush wasn't really that good, but this is kind of an exception. This is like a pretty heated conflict, and things are going to last a while, so... You know, rack up some stars. Take this back. They got a workshop here, which is a decision. I don't know why they did that. But now they're gonna walk in. Once again, they have bombers. And yeah, we've just got like this big ranged unit struggle. But it's not really going to lead to a stalemate because there's just not enough cities to create like a full-on fortress. And this hotly contested middle is so interesting. It's 2-tile village that we're both fighting over, but it's like the center of the map. Now I'm going in the water here because when you have a lot of eco, that's what you want to do. Like I have strategy as well. I've got mind benders. This is to play around the bomber. If my catapults get splashed, I want to heal them. Just the splash damage in general. That's what the mind benders are for. And yeah, now they're trying to defend, but now my eco advantage is starting to matter. Again, yeah, they definitely have Eye of God. They've had it for a while. But now I'm getting in the water. I get a quadism. And I'm going to start causing some problems. I'm lacking a bit in giants, but I'm going to be able to get like mining similarity to get more, so I'm not too worried. They decide to resign. I assume it's because they don't have trade. Yeah, they don't have trade. And I'm able to now take the city for sure. Really, again, another interesting game. You can see the opponent's point of view. It was like an even 3-on-3, big border growths, this weird central city. Like, it's just such a, like, different experience. And I really like it because, you know, that's what Polytopia is about sometimes. That's part of the reason why I'm doing these videos is because my lakes 24-hour games that I've been doing, half my games are against super low elo opponents, so it's hard to get content out of that. But then, you know, I played 2 games here and both of them were actually pretty cool. And yeah, Polytitan season is still going and I didn't make it to bracket, so this is what you guys get instead. You have to appreciate it. You're legally obliged to. But yeah, you guys should stop playing Tiny Dry, play some Tiny Continents. It's fun, it's good for you. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.